Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. If you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Gabby. And if you're not new, then welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing kind of like an unboxing video. I bought a whole bunch of new brushes and new shadows from BH Cosmetics. I can't remember what else I even bought from them, but I also picked up 2 new concealers that I'm going to be trying out on camera. So if you want to see all the stuff I got from BH Cosmetics and the new concealers that I picked up, then let's go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so the 2 concealers that I actually picked up were the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer by Too Faced and the Covergirl Trublend Undercover Concealer. I actually got 3 concealers, but the third one that I got, which is the Stay Naked Correcting Concealer by Urban Decay, I had already tried the old version of this concealer. This is a newer version, and I've heard a lot of people say that it's very similar to the older version. It's actually a lot better. So I don't think I can necessarily say that I've never tried this concealer before, because I have tried it and I really do like it. Okay, so I went ahead and I did my foundation and my brows off camera. I'm going to be trying one concealer on one side on my under eye and then the other concealer on the other side. So the first one I'm going to be using is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I'm using this in the shade Natural Beige. So this container right here has 0.5 fluid ounces, and it says the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer is a hydrating, full coverage, weightless 4-in-1 concealer that conceals, contours, highlights, and retouches. Smooths and sculpts skin for natural looking coverage. Hydrating so skin is never dry or cakey, which is what we're looking for because my under eyes are very dry. And it says it's long wearing for up to 12 hours. So go ahead and put some on my right side. And I'm just gonna put this right here, and then I have a blemish right here. So right off the bat, when I put it on, it does feel very full coverage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. So I think as I blended it out, I don't know if it's because I'm using a damp beauty blender, but I do feel like I could use a little more. So I don't know if y'all can see, but I have a dry patch right in this area. And with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer per se, you can really notice the patch that I have right on my under eye. With this concealer, I don't really see it. It's definitely there, and you really have to like get in there to see it. But it doesn't dry it out more than what it already is, because I have one right here in this area, and then there's one that comes and goes, a very tiny one on this side. So with certain concealers that I do use, it just brings it out a lot more. So just by kind of looking at it, first thoughts, I like the consistency. I like how it feels. I like that it's not drying at all. The Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I really do like it because it's so full coverage, but I just can't use it in my under eyes because it's way too drying for me. So the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I normally use it to like prime the top of my lids, because the top of my lids are very oily, but then my under eye area is so dry to the point where I have dry patches. I mean, certain parts of my face, I have a dry patch around my lip. I have it underneath my lip, around my nose. So certain areas of my face are very oily, but then some areas of my face are very dry. So I kind of have to be careful what products I use on certain parts of my face. And I'm actually really liking the way this concealer feels. It doesn't feel cakey. It's like it says, it's weightless. It's definitely hydrating. I do feel that it's very hydrating, and I like that. So I'm setting it with the La Mercier translucent powder, just like I set anything else. Okay, so I think you can definitely see the difference right off the bat. I have no concealer on my left side, and then I have the Too Faced concealer on my right side. And I really do like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. It really does feel like I don't have anything there. It's definitely hydrating. I really like it. Just first thoughts, the way it feels. Hey, I think it's a go. Okay, so the next one is the Covergirl Trublend Undercover Concealer. This concealer here has 33 point fluid ounces, and this is what the container looks like. Okay, so the details on this concealer, it says, conceal, shape, and brighten with our new full coverage concealer. Say bye to bags. I need that. Dark circles and other skin imperfections with this lightweight concealer. The large fluffy dough applicator ensures an easy, even application, and the velvety smooth formula leaves behind a matte finish that lasts all day. With 30 shades that match 99% of skin tones, it's easy to find your perfect hue. Now for this concealer, I did get it in the shade M400 Warm Nude. I think that's the shade. My dogs are so loud. And because I got these offline, I just kind of went with whatever I thought was my shade. I kind of guesstimated. It looks a little peachy on my skin tone. Let's see though. Ooh. Sorry, oh, my dog will not shut up. Okay, so this side of my face is definitely brighter, even though I thought it initially looked a little peachy, a little warmer on my skin. Let's put a little bit more there, and then we'll add some right here and right here. So it does feel like, how could I describe this? As soon as I'm done blending it in, like right now, I feel like it's starting to, I don't know if stretching is the word, but you know how like whenever you put a face mask on and it starts to dry and you feel like your skin is starting to like pull back a little bit. And with with the Too Faced concealer, I didn't feel anything. Like literally, like it felt like I had nothing on my skin. I still feel that stretchy feeling. I don't know if it's because it hasn't dried or set all the way. I think appearance-wise, this one does look like it covered a little bit more than this one for sure, because on this side I still see a little bit of my bags and then this little blemish. So this side is definitely, the Too Faced concealer is definitely a lot more lightweight than the Covergirl concealer. The Covergirl concealer covers a lot more. This one feels more hydrating, this one feels more matte. Okay, so moving on to the unboxing part of the video. I've been waiting to open this package since it got here, honestly. I haven't even opened the package yet. It's still closed. I hadn't wanted to even peek. But from BH Cosmetics, this is all BH Cosmetics in this box. I got a whole bunch of new brush sets. I'm so like, I don't understand. I don't think y'all understand how excited I am. I can't even talk right now. Where do I start? I don't even know where to start. I think I'll open my gift item first. The first thing that came in the box, which was on top, so I'm gonna show you guys this first, was the Weekend Vibes. That's cool. The Weekend Vibes makeup bag. I like the size of this. Look how reflective. This is so cool. So cool. I like the size of it. This is definitely something I would use. Oh, and it's black inside. I like the inside. It's like the easy to clean kind of inside. You know how you get makeup bags and sometimes your makeup will spill inside and they can be like a cloth material, so you have to like wash them. You can't just wipe them down because they're still gonna be stained. This is like plastic. I'm gonna try to show y'all what it looks like on the inside. I hope you can see. I'll definitely be using this if I like have to go on a weekend getaway, if you know what I mean. I'll definitely be taking this with me. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to be taking Ooh. Besides the brushes, this is also, honestly, I was excited for everything in this package. You guys, it matches my floor. Oh my God. Look how cute. This is a brush holder. I saw them on the website and I was like, okay, I have to. Like, I just knew I was gonna love them because they're, look, I mean, look at that. And then, can you guys see my floor in the background? And it's also like the little plastic, easy to clean material. And no, I didn't just get one. I got two. I got three. I got 3 brush holders from BH Cosmetics. Ooh, so I did notice one thing just now. This one has like a little pink spot right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Anywho, I think the next thing I want to open is the eyeshadow palette that I got from them. This is the Ultimate Matte 42 Color Shadow Palette from BH Cosmetics. It says, create infinite eye looks with our Ultimate Matte 42 Color Shadow Palette. The richly pigmented formula in vivid brights, soft pastels is buildable and blendable. Key. Whether you prefer a soft wash of color on the lids or lined, defined eyes for depth and dimension. Where am I? Lord. The eyeshadow palette looks like this. All right, now I've been waiting. Ooh, this is not good. I hope my shadows aren't broke. I opened it from this side and I can see like a little bit right there. So I'm so scared. Okay, here we go. So ignore the stains on the palette. I just put lotion on my hands, so now I got lotion all over the palette. But the outside of the palette looks like this. I'm so scared to open it just because I saw eyeshadow on the box. Everything's okay. I don't know, I saw eyeshadow on the box and I freaked out. I was like, please, please, please tell me my eyeshadows are not broken. Everything is fine. I'm trying to like, okay, well maybe if you take the plastic off, Gabby, it'll stop reflecting. Okay, so this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. I like the colors in this palette. I like the color scheme. You can definitely get really playful and really bold with like the purples and pinks and, you know, blues and all those fun colors. And then they have yellows and like this mustard color is like, I don't know, something about the yellow shades and the mustard shades. And like I said, I'm not really a pink person, but this color here looks kind of cool too. Okay, so moving forward, I think I'm gonna do a few swatches from this eyeshadow palette. That's what the purple lilac color looks like. Hello. Anyway, that's what it looks like on my finger. I don't think my camera focused, but I'm gonna swatch it. I think I'm just gonna swatch it on my arm real quick. That's what one swatch looks like. Not bad. They do feel very creamy though. Like, this does feel very creamy. Okay, next I want to do the yellow shade. And that's what that looks like on my finger. Again, I don't think it's focusing. There we go. I'm just gonna swatch it right next to the yellow one. I mean the purple one. And that was one swatch. It's alright. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the purple one. And that's what it looks like. Now for the turquoise shade in the palette. Ooh. That's what that one looks like, this one right here. And I'm gonna swatch it next to, see if it'll focus, swatch it next to the yellow one, and that's what that looks like. This one looks a little patchy. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me zoom y'all in real quick. That's what the turquoise one looks like. So again, I'm gonna do the same thing that I did With the other colors, I mean, once I go in there, again, it does blend out better. But just kind of like, as far as like the first swatch goes, it does look a little patchy. And then the last color I'm gonna do is this like pink shade right here. And that's what the pink shade looks like. That's what the pink one looks like, one swatch. The pink one did pretty good. It wasn't patchy like the turquoise one. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Pretty sure you guys can see what I'm doing. And those are the 4 colors that I swatched. Okay, so before I actually apply the shadows on my eyes, I'm going to go into my brushes next. So I did save the best for last because the brushes is definitely what I'm the most excited about. So let's get into these brush sets. All right, so I'm gonna start opening them from the smallest set to the biggest set. So I'm going to start with the Smokey Eye Essential 7-piece brush set, which is this one right here. So I think the first one, oh, this one kind of like catches my eye. I would definitely use this brush right here for like eyeliner. So I do like using gel liner whenever I'm like smudging out the lash line. And I like the way this is. I like the way it feels. Then I want to go into this more like, I really don't know what I would even use this for. This brush right here. That was number 7 and number 6. Let's just go in order. Go down. So that was number 6. Number 5 is this brush right here. And we're moving on to number 4, which is the basic flat brush. Ooh, these are soft. Let's compare this to another, I guess I could compare it to the Morphe M167, which if you guys can see, they look pretty similar. The BH Cosmetics number 4 is just a little smaller. I think they are pretty similar. The BH Cosmetics brush is actually a little thinner though. So this would definitely work a lot better for like packing a color on. Versus this one, especially if you want to pack it on more precisely, like if you're doing a cut crease or something like that. All right, moving on to number 3. This is more like a precise blending brush. That one looks like this. They're a little stiff right now, obviously, because they're brand new and I just got them. Then moving on to number 2, we have another one. It looks like this. And then we have a much bigger brush. It's more like a blending brush. Again, it feels the exact same. Next brush set I want to move into is the Sculpt and Blend 2 10-piece brush set. So this one right here. Ooh, I like the colors on this one. Okay, so this is what they look like right here. So this is the 132 brush. This is like a pointed detailed brush. This is 126 and this one looks like this. I compared this 123 brush to like maybe this one right here. This is the Morphe R13 brush. This is just a little bigger. I use this to like set my under eye. So I could probably use this for that too. I also have another brush. This one is by Juicy Couture. It's about the same size. And I actually use this Juicy Couture brush to put some highlight on. But it does feel pretty similar to the Morphe R13 brush. Then we have the BH Cosmetics 127 brush. This is an angled face brush. Next, we have the BH Cosmetics 130 brush. This is more like a flat concealer brush, I guess. This is the 125. This actually looks pretty identical to the Morphe R13. Just a little bigger, but the exact same shape and everything. I'm gonna leave the nose contour brush for last because I think that one's a little bit weird looking. This is the 129 brush. And then we have the 128 brush that looks like this. And I want to compare this one to the Morphe M173 brush, which I use this to buff out my eyeshadow. Not my eyeshadow, Lord Jesus. I use this one to actually buff out my concealer when I prep and prime my lid for eyeshadow. I cannot speak right now. Okay, next we have the 124 brush. This is a bigger brush right here. I would probably use this for like blush. And then next we have this brush right here. This is the BH Cosmetics 123 brush. And and again, I'm comparing these to the Morphe brushes because I'm familiar to the Morphe brushes and that's what I have mostly. But I'm going to compare it to the Morphe S94 brush, which is this one right here. So this is the Morphe brush and then this is the BH Cosmetics brush. Very similar. So I like using this for foundation sometimes. So as far as like, you know, when it comes to foundation, okay, this one's a little dirty, but I like my brushes to be a little more, I don't want to say stiff, but I like the bristles to be a little more compact, a little more tight. So these are very similar to each other. This might be a little more tight than this one right here, but I do think that the Morphe one is a little more compact than the BH. This one's a little more loose. Okay, the last one from this set is actually the BH Cosmetics 131 nose contour brush. Now, I'm not a big nose contour person. I never really contour my nose, but this is the BH Cosmetics 131 brush. This is a nose contour brush and it looks like this. It looks like a little fishtail. Okay, and then the last brush set that I got before I move on to trying the eyeshadows on my lid is the BH Signature Rose Gold 13 piece brush set. Oh my god, that's such a surprise. Look, it came with a little tiny version of these right here. So I'm gonna go through them pretty quickly because I mean, they're just pretty basic brushes. We have a little spoolie. This is the BH brush 13. Now there's a lot of brushes that I saw on the website on BH Cosmetics, like this can be a brush 13 and this could be a brush 13, but this is the Smokey eyeshadow brush set and this is the rose gold brush set. So they may be the same number, they're just different brush sets. And then we have a angled brush, so for like your eyebrows, or if you are trying to do like a little wing with like your eyeshadow or something, this would work for that. And this is number 11. We have a precise detailed brush. This is a number 10. Then we have kind of like a little buffer brush. This was number 8. Have a blending brush. This is number 6. And as far as texture goes, they feel the same. We have another like little detailed brush. This is the number 12. Then we have number 2 and we have number 1. And these are just like face brushes, maybe powder for powder. And these are very, very soft as well. Then we have another flat kind of kabuki brush here. This is the number 3. We have a flat brush and this is number 7. And we have a little angled brush here. This is number 9. This is number 4. You guys can see, compare that to my fingers. And then we have the number 5 brush, which is a blending brush. And I actually want to compare this blending brush to, yeah, perfect. I'm going to compare this one to the Morphe E27 brush. They look exactly the same, just different colors. This is the Morphe and this is the BH Cosmetics. They feel the same, like even the quality of the brush, they feel the same. And what I like about Morphe is that they are good quality and they're also very, very affordable. And I'm seeing that BH Cosmetics is the same way. They definitely are very, very similar. I mean, look at that. Very similar. So those were all the brushes that I got from BH Cosmetics. So now I have a new collection of brushes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to trying out the shadows on my lids with the actual brushes that I bought from BH Cosmetics. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you girls in a little bit closer to my face. We're getting a little up close and personal now. I'm going to go ahead and prep my lids for eyeshadow real quick, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I always do. I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Medium. And I'm going to be taking a flat brush from my new brushes. I think to carve out my eyebrows, I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics brush number 4. Okay, so I'm just gonna drag that down. All right, so with the same brush, I'm going to add, like always, some concealer all over my lid. And then I'm going to buff it out using a totally different brush. I think I'm gonna use, okay, so I think I'm definitely gonna use the 129 brush. So I'm just gonna use this brush to kind of blend the concealer out all on my lid. I'm gonna try as many brushes as I can. So I think I'm just gonna use the brush number 4 from the Rose Gold set to kind of set my lids. Make sure there's no creases. I hope this brush isn't too big for my eyelid, but gotta do what I gotta do. I think I'm definitely gonna go in with like a more neutral shade. Don't know which one yet. I might just go in with like maybe this shade. You can't even see what I'm pointing at. I'm probably gonna go in with like this shade right here, and then I'll probably take the navy blue in the palette, and then I'll go in with like some yellows. I'll try to incorporate as much color as I can. I don't think it matters for it to match my shirt. Y'all can't even see my shirt anyway. Okay, so the first brush I'm gonna be using is the number 3 brush. It's the one that looks like this. And this is the one from the Smokey eye set. And I think I'm gonna be dipping into this like brown color right here just to kind of set a nice neutral base on my eye. I see that picks up a pretty good amount on the brush. Tap off some more. I'm like scooting up as I'm trying to like talk. And then I'm just gonna put that in my crease. I'm definitely gonna go in there with a more fluffier brush just to kind of blend that upward. And I think I'm going to use the number 6 brush, and this one is the one in the Rose Gold set. And I'm gonna use that to blend it upward. I'm just using like circular-like motions, and I'm blending it upward. Okay, so for the next color, I'm going to use this navy blue color right here. I do want to go into one of like the darker colors in the palette. I think I'll do this one in my crease too. And I think I'm gonna concentrate this one more in my crease. Ooh, these colors are blending so nice. And like the pigment is definitely there. And then I'm gonna go in with the other brush and again blend that in. Okay, so that's with the navy blue color in my crease. I think it looks really, really good. I like the color payoff that these colors are giving so far. Even just the neutral shades, they were really good. I'm just gonna go in here really, really wildly. I don't even, honestly, these colors are not gonna match, but again, I just want to try as many shades as possible on my lid. So I think I'm gonna do kind of like a halo eye, and I'm gonna go in with this color right here on like the outer parts of my lid, the outer part and the inner part of my lid. And then I'm gonna go in with this turquoise color right here and pop it in the center. And then I definitely want to do something with like the yellow and the pink, so we'll see what we do. But I'm definitely going to take that like indigo shade and put that on the outer parts and then the inner corners of my eye with the same number 3 brush from the Smokey eye set. I'm going to take that indigo kind of color and put it in the outer corner. Okay, once I've got that in there, I'm gonna go back with the number 6 brush from the Rose Gold set, and I'm gonna blend that in the crease. Just make sure it's nice and blended. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a number 8 brush from the Rose Gold set, and it's kind of like a little flat, well not very flat, but like a packing brush. And I'm gonna be taking the turquoise color in the palette and putting that in the center of the lid where there's really no shadow left. whoa, that is a bright color. Like, whoa, that's a very bright color. Then I'm gonna go back in with the number 6 brush from the rose gold set and kind of just blend that in. Well, that color went down a little bit, so I'm just gonna pack some more on there and blend, kind of trying to blend it together as like I'm packing it on there. Okay, so I just put some blue eyeliner in my waterline real quick, and this is an eye pencil by NYX in the color Electric Blue. Next, I'm gonna go into this yellow shade in the palette, and I'm going to be popping that in my inner corner for a little pop of color. I think honestly the yellow is the one that I was like really waiting for. Okay, so I don't know if on camera you guys can really see it. I feel like it's honestly not even picking it up, but I don't know if it is, but in person, the yellow definitely is very noticeable and very bright. Just to make it a little more colorful, I'm gonna go in with a purple first under my eye, and then I'm going to put the brighter shade of pink on top of that and see how that works out. And I'm just using the number 5 brush from the Smokey eye set. Okay, so I'm just going to, like I said, smoke this out all on the lower lash line. I'm gonna bring this down as low as I can. With the same brush, I'm gonna use the pink shade in the palette and put that closer to the lash line. Okay, so before I say my final thoughts, I just put some mascara on my eyelashes. I'm not gonna worry about the eyelashes because this look is mainly just focusing on the stuff that I purchased. Okay, for bronzer, I'm gonna be using the Hoola bronzer as always, and I'm gonna use the BH Cosmetics brush from the Sculpt and Blend set to, I said Sculpt. Anyway, the Sculpt and Blend set, the number 126, and that one looks like this. And I'm just gonna be using that one to add bronzer to my cheeks. Okay, now I'm gonna put some blush on, and for this one, I think I'm gonna use a brush from the Rose Gold set. It's kind of big for blush, never mind. I'll use a brush from the Sculpt and Blend set. This is the number 124. And then just apply this to the apples of my cheeks and bring it back. Okay, and then I'm going to use the number 1 brush, and this is from the Smokey eye set, to apply some highlighter all over my face, on my cheekbones. I normally use a big brush for this, so this feels a little small, but it's doing the job. Okay, so I do feel like I look a little crazy just because I never wear really bold colors on my eyes, and if I do, I always make sure I wear lashes, so right now I feel a little weird. Final thoughts on everything. The concealers, I really liked them. I honest to God did. They were very good. They weren't super drying for me. Neither one of them really brought out my dry patches, which is key for me. So they both felt hydrating. Covergirl concealer, although, did feel a little more matte. I don't want to say drying, just a little more matte, to the point where I could just feel it on my face a little bit. But the Too Faced concealer, I could not feel that one. That one felt very comfortable, very lightweight, very hydrating. It looks really good on my skin, as well as the Covergirl concealer. I feel like the Covergirl one covered up a little bit more than the Too Faced concealer, but they both worked very well for me. If I had to choose between the two, I think I would definitely choose the Too Faced concealer just because it's a lot more comfortable. And me personally, when I wear makeup, I want it to be comfortable. I don't want it to feel like my face feels cakey or anything like that. Would I still use the Covergirl concealer? For sure. But I would just, if I had to pick between the two, I think I would go with the Too Faced concealer versus the Covergirl. If you don't have dry patches like I do, then you might like this one a little bit more just because it's a little more full coverage than the Too Faced one. But this one is also more buildable, so you could always build this up as well. Oh, that was a mouthful. As far as the BH Cosmetics. Honestly, I had so much fun opening the whole package. I always have so much fun when I open new makeup, but I guess because it was makeup that I wasn't familiar with, brushes I had never tried, eyeshadows I had never tried, I was very excited to open the package in general. The brushes were great. I really like the brushes, very similar to the Morphe brushes actually. So will I be purchasing more BH Cosmetics brushes? For sure. They're very soft, they're good to work with. The quality feels good for the price. The quality is great. The eyeshadows were great. I mean, the colors are very bright. They're very creamy, very blendable. I really like the shadows. Will I be using the shadows more often? Of course. Will I be buying more eyeshadows from BH Cosmetics? Of course I will. The containers that I got are super cute, besides the fact that one of them had like a little pink spot on them. Super cute. And then let's just take a moment and look at this one more time. I'm so glad this came with it, came with everything. And then the little surprise other brush holder that I got that I was not expecting. I did not know that one actually came with the brush holder. So this unboxing, trying new makeup video was definitely successful. I will definitely list the prices of the products that I purchased down below, as well as the links to everything that I purchased. They'll all be in the description box below. So yes, this was it for this unboxing slash trying new makeup video, or trying new concealers. I really hope everyone enjoyed, but if you guys have any questions as far as anything that I talked about in the video, please let me know in the comment section and I will definitely get back to you as soon as I can. As always, don't forget to subscribe before you exit out my video, turn on the post notifications, like this video, share it, comment down below if you guys have any comments. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see y'all in my next one. That's just gonna have to wait until I'm done. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I know y'all saw that.